I have to say, I really enjoyed this whole series.
I did. I loved it.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
I got it right this time.
That's right.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody. How's it going today?
If you don't already know, my name is Kathy.
My name's Tom.
And we are the Marvelous Donohues.
We are, and Marvelheads, welcome.
Welcome indeed. And today we're doing something just a little bit different. Just a little bit, right, Tom?
Maybe it's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. So we've decided that, I don't know if when we finished the series, we added it to the playlist. It's felt a little bit incomplete.
Yeah, so we thought what we'd do is have like a review show, a review of kind of all our reviews.
Yeah.
We won't recap every single thing in the TV series, but we'll hit like the ending of 6, which hopefully you've seen. If you haven't, you need to stop right this very second and go back and watch episode 6. And if you haven't watched the other ones, just watch all of them before you come back here, because we've got like the final spoiler.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
So do that if you have to.
Do that first. And if you're new here, as I said before, we're the Marvelous Donohues. My name is Kathy.
My name's Tom.
And we are a DisneyPlus review series Marvel Universe people.
The word, in case you haven't heard, the word on the street. There's a lot of words on the street. But one of the words on the street right now is that we're
the best
Marvel review show, TV review show in the continent, or on the continent.
In the continent.
On the continent, in the continent, in between the continents.
Just all over.
Everywhere. Just pick a place.
Just pick a place. Oh my goodness. You guys, but what we're going to do, we're going to set up a few parameters. We're going to talk about what we thought was really interesting throughout the series, who was our best character that we loved,
right? And
what are some other things you have on the list, Tom?
Well, we're going to cover a few topic areas. Well, first we'll go into the ending of 6, of course.
Because we didn't want to spoil it.
Then we're going to talk about, let's see, maybe our favorite scene.
Yes, okay.
Our favorite episode, and first time in Marvelous Donohue history, we're going to suggest how we believe Marvel could have gotten it better. If that's possible.
An alternate ending.
Maybe like an alternate universe.
Ending.
In a parallel universe, perhaps.
That's right. And we'll make it that way. We'll say, in a parallel universe, in the multiverse, how would this episode have ended? I like that, Tom.
That's right.
So, you know what? Let's get started. We'll let you start, and then we'll just bounce back and forth, okay? Not like that. Just conversation. No.
So, what do we find? Like, pretty much everybody. So, we find that...
can I interrupt for just a second? Listen, you guys. I know we said before that we were asking people to, if you're just here hanging out, we want you to subscribe if you like this content.
Yes.
And then give us a thumbs up. So that's all I'm going to say. And we'll get right back to talking about the ending of episode 6.
That was from our sponsor, which is us, of course, since we don't have any other sponsors yet. So what do we find at the end? Well, we find a little bit of due justice, I think. We've got Mr. Harrow being wheeled out of the asylum in a wheelchair by Stephen. Maybe not.
Listen, Tom, that was, I'm going to say what's my favorite scene is the ending. That is my favorite scene. So as Tom explained to you, Harrow is in an asylum, not a fake one like Mark was in, but a real one. So at first they don't show the character. There's somebody talking. It sounds like Italian. And he wheels Harrow out, throws him inside of this
old stretch limo they got
a
parked in the
Bentley,
parking lot.
a Bentley. And when he gets inside, there is a miniature Khonshu sitting in there. He's like human size, and Harold's like. Psh. But I don't think it was Harold speaking. I think it was the goddess Ahmed was like, you can't kill me. You know, go on out of here.
So he's sitting there feeling, kind of smug, kind of whatever the case. And, one of the famous lines or favorite lines of mine in the series is that, Mark doesn't know how screwed up he is.
Oh, I know. And when he says that, I'm like, what? So he knocks on the window.
Yeah.
And the window opens up, and he was like, hey, Khonshu and Ahmed, I want you to meet who?
Jake Lockley.
Jake Lockley. It turns around this
Oscar Isaac.
It's Mark and Steven.
Take your pick.
But he's now this guy named Jake Lockley that only speaks Italian.
It's got to be we're thinking that's the third man, right?
Right. He's got to be the third man. But listen, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, people. The tip of the iceberg. So that's my favorite scene.
Should we tell them how it ended? I mean, the final ending is that I guess Khonshu kind of opens up and lets old Harrow Ahmed have it. Jake does.
Jake
gives him a little...
And kills him. Just like that.
Ethan Hawke, we're not going to see you again.
I know.
Maybe not. Maybe we will. He'll come back as an avatar.
Yeah. Well, no, another nemesis, because his body. Remember, they're using people's bodies.
Right,
so a new nemesis.
I'm voting for. I'll tell you who I'm voting for.
Oh.
Another new nemesis who didn't get to. Who was in the. Spider-Man, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Mysterio. Remember, he was Mysterio.
I know. Bring him back.
And then he got killed off in that movie, right?
So, that would be fun if you
Jake
bring him
Gyllenhaal,
back.
he's pretty good.
That would be good.
But anyway, so we ended, and then the funniest part of that scene is that they're driving away, right? And the license plate says Spectre on it.
I know. I was like, okay, now they really pushing it. But that was my favorite scene. Tom, what was your favorite scene?
I had a couple, and I couldn't really couldn't think about it. But the ones I came up with were the ones where they actually tried to do the stargating. They were out in the middle of the desert.
Yes.
It was very cosmic and very interesting. Then the other one, of course, is. For due justice, of course, was the imprisonment of Khonshu in episode 4.
Right.
So I really liked those scenes. Yeah, I like those scenes. How about you?
The ending, which I just said, and the one where Layla turns into an avatar and she comes out with that costume with the steel wings.
I forgot about that. I forgot about. I bet we're going to see a Layla TV show at some point.
Layla, yes.
That was really, really good. There were so many neat. I think the other thing I felt was some of the humorous scenes where Mark and Steven are kind of battling each other's psychic egos.
Yes.
So, and the one where he's kissing Layla, and then Mark emerges and bops himself in the nose. That was kind of funny too.
Oh, the funny scene was when. They were like, put on the suit.
Yeah.
And Steven's like, the suit. And then he ends up in a three-piece British man suit. So I thought that was a great addition, and it was just so funny.
I did. What was your favorite episode?
You know what? I know my favorite episode was The Asylum.
Yeah, mine too.
Because it had so much going on in it. It was familiarizing you with the Egyptian themes and goddesses and gods. Just the cinematography. Not only was there animation, but there was also just rich colors, and it went back and forth. And then the hippopotamus, that was CGI. And it just kind of took out all the stops, you know.
We kind of got the unveiling, if you will, the as we talk about in other videos in our series, is we peeling back the onion.
Oh yeah.
And I think that this really got to the core.
It did, and you know what? It talked about how childhood trauma, and things that go on in your life can really affect you, and the things that, or the ways that we can develop into a person to protect ourselves. And I think that Marvel did a really good job of broaching the subject of mental illness and talking about it not in a comical way, but in a way that everybody could understand. And I think that it was just moving to me. And I, you know what, to follow up on that, one of my other favorite episodes is when Mark decides that he's going to come back to save Stephen, even though Stephen isn't a real person per se. He's a real person to him because that alter ego saved him from a lot of hurt and trauma in his life. So I really liked it.
He kind of owed the guy.
Yeah.
Even though the guy was him.
Right. So I really liked that.
I agree. I think... I just like the whole series. I think that Marvel, I was kind of piggybacking off what you had said, that Marvel is really trying to tackle the tough subjects. I mean, if you remember, if you all watched our series and the series on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you know how they were tackling racism.
Yes.
And this is just as important. Right. To be tackling issues of mental health and mental wellness.
Yes.
Especially nowadays, these days. But I salute Marvel, Jon Favreau, Kevin Feige. You guys doing just a great job in really trying to hight in a relatable manner. These tough subjects, which are hard to talk about.
They are. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's talk about the overall review. I will turn to you, and I don't know if you want to do like a 1 to 10 or
what you
want to...
you know what I want to do. I just want to say, and it's not a lot, the overall review, that each episode, like you said, peeling the onion, it revealed more. We learned more about each character. We learned more about the Egyptian god and goddesses. We learned more about just how Stephen came to be, how Mark came to be. I think with this series, it was very well developed. And each one built upon itself, and it just got better and better. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
I can't either, and I would agree with that. I think that they did a great job. Cinematography, the action. I like the parts where Stephen finally came into his own and actually learned how to fight in his little mummified, English suit thing. I thought that was great. You were cheering for him, and Layla becoming the Egyptian superhero. How about the alternate ending? What do we think Marvel could have done better or differently?
I would say if we were in the multiverse, we just came back from the TVA, but if this was an alternate multiverse, like what if? I would say that Mark and Stephen would be at the end be able to become actually two different people. I would say I would have had Mark, once he got back and he saved Stephen was actually able to live outside his body and became another person. Say if someone that had because remember they were taking those souls in Egypt and stuff, and people were falling dead or whatever.
Oh, you mean the Cairo one?
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe if during that battle, when things were going on,
that's a very interesting idea.
Somehow Stephen was able to one of the gods was able to say the way that Ahmed was put into Pharaoh, the same thing could happen to Stephen, that little hippopotamus lady come back and say, hey, guess what? Because there's a body that needs a soul, and you could become your own person. And they would have some sort of ending where Mark says goodbye to Steven,
Right.
and he touches the body or something, and he's able to go into that body. That would be true sci-fi. And then he'd wake up and he'd be like, Steven? He's like, Mark, and they don't look the same or anything, but he's able to live outside of his body and have his own life, which he deserves.
He'd have a different face or something?
Right, yeah, he'd be a different person. He'd be whatever that person.
And we didn't discuss this before we came on the air.
We did that on purpose.
We just wanted to see what each other was going to say, like what we thought. But so to have a different, maybe Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
First time I'm Oscar Isaac. Now I'm Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that he gets to be another person.
Oh, that would have been very cool.
And that's a kind of a feel-good sci-fi ending.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll go with
How
yours.
about you?
I will go with yours, but I will say, you know what I think about, like we go back to number 5 with Asylum, and I think that I would have liked to have seen a happy ending from the standpoint of the mom and the dad. Now, I know mom died, right? So she was dead. But at least if there was a way that, Mark, Steven, and as you know, I'm an advocate for the attributes where the good and the evil, or the tough and the weak, or mild, or whatever, should come together and make a total person. So I was thinking the alternate ending for me was that Steven and Mark should have melded back together as one person, but still had the consciousness that they were both in there together to kind of be that equilibrium. But to reunite with the father and put closure on a very sad part of their lives and put closure on it. Yeah.
I can see that. I can see you seeing that. I can see that too.
That's what I thought.
Because that is I did the sci-fi
I did the I don't know, Father Knows Best, or the I don't
nuclear family.
Nuclear family, Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Ending, but I think either of those endings would be great.
Yeah.
And I really just enjoyed the series.
Me too. Well, you guys, let us know what you thought of the entire series.
Yes, and what you like best. Maybe your favorite scene, your favorite ending you thought about.
Or if you have an alternate ending, let us know. But that's all we have for now. Let us know if you'd like us to continue to do these review shows, which will include an alternate ending.
Yes.
But we won't hold you too long. Thank you for watching. My name's Kathy.
My name's Tom.
And we are the Marvelous Donohues, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.